everyone, welcome back to another video, and of course you can see by the title of the video below, today we're going to go with, am I too young for these fragrances? So my last video I did, am I too old for these? I went into some youthful smelling fragrances and my opinion, and sort of a bit of an advice maybe on those sort of scents if you're a little older like myself. I'm now 45. So are you a younger person? Are you late teens, early to mid 20s, maybe even late 20s? You're still young. Up to about 30 you all get, but these are generally considered quite a old man's sort of fragrances. And what I think of these, now I actually think there's a double standard here. Youthful fragrances, let's go and pick one. Let's go for something youthful or youthfulish. Versace Eros. You could probably rock this and get away with it up to maybe a 50, 45, 50, something like that. And people won't batter an eyelid if you're sort of a more youthful personality, you know, you're a bit energetic, you know, you're sports or something. Excuse me, something like that. You could probably get away with. However, it may be like peer pressure, maybe people around you. If you try rocking some of these older scents and you're younger, people are going to look at you as if you're a bit weird, and it's a double standard to me. You can rock something that's more youthful for longer, and as you're older, up to a certain point. But if you're younger and you're trying to wear something that's in society seen as old man or old fashioned, then you're seen as a bit weird. There's something wrong with you. Why do you like that old scent? Are you tapped? You know what I mean? There's a bit of a double standard going on. So I've got 6 here, but we go through them quickly. That I've got in my collection. Where are you going to smell like an old man if you're wearing these as a young man? And I will say that I'll probably agree to some degree that if you were trying to rock these as a young man, you probably will get that kind of reaction. However, if you're like me, anybody who knows me and my channel, if you like something and it makes you smell like a 90-year-old man, and you're 21 for example, but you like that scent and you want to wear it, you wear it. Don't let peer pressure, don't let people put you off when they say you smell like a man. You tell them, so what? I enjoy it, I'm wearing it, you don't have to wear it. You don't have to come close to me to smell it. You don't have to talk to me. That's my personality. Just go away. Some people are more sensitive to that. Okay. Now when I was younger, as I grew older, sensitivity went out the window. Go away. I'm not interested. I do as I please. Okay. If you're not that way, you're not so hard-faced. Okay, so first one, I would say the sort of Paco Rabanne range of today is youthful. Not so much back in the day. Paco Rabanne Pour Homme. Are you going to smell like an old man rocking this when you're younger? To a degree, yes, it has got a subtle sweetness, but it's a very green barbershop type scents. Now barbershop type scents tend to go towards more the sort of mature masculine male side. This one is fresh green. It's a little powdery, and again powdery tends to go more on men, more towards the older. Fresh green, powdery barbershop type scent, but it's got a touch of sweetness. Only a little bit though. And yeah, I've seen even some people of my age or even older spray this and they go, oh no, that's way too old school, that's old man. Not really, but be aware that even somebody of say my age, if you're wearing this, might come, they might say that, but then the people I've seen who say that tend to be a little bit on the childish side of type of men. They probably will rather rock Invictus or something like that as a 45-year-old man, or Jerome. Not saying nothing against you if you don't like it, but yeah, you probably will, to some people, come across like that, and yeah, you probably are too young for something like this. If you're young, you probably, as a man, you wanted to go out and then sort of impress the ladies and get your end away, basically, and you probably want something that's going to attract them. Young ladies like something clean and sweet. Okay, so something like the Invictus range, yeah, it's probably going to be more down the line. Now this one, I've been fighting in my conscience to say that this one maybe you could probably rock now. You've got to be, to me, a middle-aged plus, mature, maybe even a man in a suit type of fragrance. Anything else, even though I don't wear it that much because I'm not that way. Santos, Cartier Santos, Santos de Cartier, and this is the concentrate eau de toilette. Santos de Cartier toilette. This is a very dark, rich green scent. And if you notice, a lot of green scents do go towards more older, masculine, very masculine sort of smells and ages. This one, you're gonna smell mature. You're gonna smell more like a boss. You know, like you've got a 50-year-old boss who's well dressed, lots of money. He's got the confidence. He's in your face, not aggressive, but he's like in your face. He's forward, shall we say? Then you'll probably be rocking this. If any of those things aren't you, probably not. I would agree that this one probably will make you smell like an old man. It smells good, but if you're not rocking that sensible man in a suit, if you're not 20, if you're 25 and you ain't got your own business and you're very forward and mature, you probably will not go with your personality at all. So that one I probably would agree with, as I would with the next, maybe would with the next one, Paul Louis. This one's very herbal, and again, anything like herbal, it's sort of like a green herbal barbershop scent again. I actually like this one, really like this one, and don't really wear it that much. You can see the juice level, although I have a bit. I've worn more than I thought. But again, this one, maybe you could rock it. It's a bit lighter, a bit fresher than the last one. Still very green and herbal. It has got an old school vibe to it. By far, it's got an old school vibe to it. So could you rock that? Maybe. It's a maybe on that one. Now this one, I'm sort of in between. If you're younger, let's say younger is between 18 and 30 or something like that, and you are more mature, you wear more mature clothing, wear more mature, you're just more mature, you're not a nightclubber, you dress more mature, as in like more sensible, then Chanel's and Taos Pour Homme you could probably get away with. Yes, it has an old school style vibe, but it's got that sort of Chanel's freshness going through it, a little bit of the aldehydes going through, and it has got an old school vibe, but it's more on the fresher side ish. It dies down to not so much. But it's got a more of a classy feel to it than the others. The others are quite rash. This one's more classy. So if you're like a more mature businessman, 25 to 30, still youth, still young, in my opinion. That anything up to about 30, I would still class you young. If you've got 20 in your name, then you're probably still young, in my opinion. I would say you can rock this, but you've got to be more. The personality's got to be more forward. Maybe you're a businessman's son or something like that. You know, Trump's son. I don't know if you know Trump, the American president. His son looks more professional, like his dad, like a businessman. He could probably rock this and get away with it. All right. So if you're more like that, yeah, I would say you get away with this. If you're a nightclubber, probably going to smell like an old man to a lot of the young ladies. But I reckon if you're more mature, you can get away with that. This one, even me, who really doesn't class fragrances this way so much, I still think this is quite an old scent. Opium Pour Homme, and even I don't wear it that much. You can probably see, because there's something in there. It's the vibe. It's got like a slightly animalic, very creamy, not creamy, but a very sandalwood heavy, slightly animalic scent, very woody. Because of that, I see things that me and my nose and my brain always sees things that if it's overly woody, tend to, in my brain, says it's old man. Alright, and this one, although it smells good, it's got a bit of like an anise spice to it as well. Because it's overly woody to my nose, it does come across old man. I've had this bottle for ages, and you can see it's gone down to next to nothing, because I'm still considering myself not old enough for this yet. You can love the smell, you can rock it all you want, and I would shake your hand if you did so. If you was 18 and you did so and you loved it, all the power to you, brilliant. But even me right now, that's too old. So I'd say, even if you're more mature, out of the two, go with Chanel. I would stay away from this until you're maybe 40 plus and then give it a go. It is quite old fashioned. I would say smell it by all means, but I would say don't rock that one. And probably the same with this one. This one's got a bit of all sorts going on with it. It's got a bit of freshness off top. It's a bit woody. It's got sort of a vanilla take. It's got spices. It's everything. All the oils you can imagine has been put into this to make it. And it's Tidlabadus Pour Homme. Despite this sort of 80s looking bottle, which would age it instantly, this one, yes, has an old school vibe and it's quite strong, so you only need a couple of sprays and you're good to go. But I would say try it, because it's got a unusual smell to it. A very nice smell, a rather old school smell, but a different smell. It's unusual, it's different, and it's quite unique. I would struggle to say to stay away from it if you're on the younger side, because you could probably rock it. Again, it needs you to be in a suit and tie. Maybe it's got that kind of vibe to it. So if you're a young businessman, 25, just 1 or 2 sprays of this, let it linger in the air, don't get too mad with it. You could probably get away with this one, probably, but you're going to come across as professional. I don't think you come across as old man. Okay, unlike some, you wore this, you will come across as, in some people's eyes, as old man. This one, I don't know if you would. You'd come across professional. Or he's a professional suit, he smells like the boss. If that makes sense. Try it. all I would say is try it. You can buy it for like 20 quid. Try it, see what you think. So that's all that I got for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comment section what you think of like my opinion, what's your opinion. I'm someone who you rock whatever you want to rock, and if you're that type, I'll shake your hand. Don't let anybody else influence you. I never have. I've never been someone who's ever been influenced by anybody else. That's why I have very little friends, because the friends I do have are like me. If I like something and I want to go out for the day and do that thing, and none of my other friends like that thing, I'm not going to pressure them about going out and doing that thing. I'll go and do it myself. Okay? And so, like, one of my friends, I hate football. I hate football. Right? One of them likes football, but he goes to football and never asks me. Okay? And that's the difference. That's the kind of friends I want. Don't try and badger me and trying to force me and keep asking me, oh, you're stupid, you're weird, or whatever. Well, that ain't a friend, is it? He goes and just, now and again, he'll go and watch a football match. Never bothers me about it. Good friend, right there. So anyway, thanks for watching. Leave any comments in the comment section. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already, it would really help me out. I'll see you on the next one.